So there are two different roles involved in Xuno. There are myth makers and myth keepers. Both are very valuable. So let's talk about how it works for creators, aka myth makers. If you'd like to tell an original story or create some original art that will be a canon part of a large established universe, there are opportunities for you here. As we tell the story as the project goes on, we will release sections of the Canon timeline, inviting storytellers to create a perspective, to tell a story of characters who lived through the events described in that part of the timeline, through those events. You can either create the characters yourself or use those created by others with their agreement. More on that soon. We're going to launch with opportunities to create something called legacy files, short films, or film scripts. More info on that soon too. Over time, we'll release other Canon story sections, opening up space for creators to tell characters' stories. Here, for you, there is space to write, whether short novels, short stories, short film scripts, or comic books, make short films, even feature films. If something seems gamifiable to you, go right ahead. If you're an artist, there will be space to make all sorts of stuff you can sell, and competitions to design everything from spaceships to uniforms to planetary vistas and more. This can include Blender or Unreal Engine assets that you can create that filmmakers or game designers can then use in their creations with full compensation and credit to you. So imagine this. You're a budding actor and want to release something original that will get an audience. Record a legacy file short on your phone with filming, lighting and sound help from the tutorials you'll find on here. You can write it yourself or team up with a writer you find in the community on our social platforms. Or perhaps team up with a budding filmmaker from our community and a writer and create something together that none of you could have alone. Or perhaps you're a filmmaker and you want a leg up on making something beyond anything you've made before. You'll be able to look in our community for stories from community writers, hire actors right there, get help from the community, getting advice, refining your script, and then lease CGI assets by community member VFX artists to add to your film. Or maybe you're a prolific writer, bursting with ideas. Great! Keep an eye out for our Canon story releases and write. Short stories, novels, screenplays. They can stand alone for the community to read, or maybe Netflix will contact you when they want to get in on the Xuno market. The point is that Xuno is about using the mythos to build the community and building the mythos with the community. You're invited to take part in both, all with full monetization, IP ownership of anything you create, and everything you create being fully canon. So here's how it works for fans, aka myth keepers. The vast majority of people in a myth community just want good stories to hear, see, read, watch, talk about, play, and if that's you, we want you here. You're welcome to consume, read, watch, or play, and we'll value you highly for that. However, if you want to go further and take some ownership, you're welcome to do that too. And here's how you can. By voting on design or storytelling competitions, you get to be part of the decision making on what the canon ends up looking like. By up or down voting finished stories, films or artworks posted on our platforms, you get to decide what the ranking of Xuno content looks like. And by voting in annual awards, you get to reward and encourage creators, helping to shape the direction of Xuno output. By taking part in crowdfunders, buying merch, or in other ways supporting creators, you get to own a part of their creations. This extends all the way to being a full shareholder in Xuno itself.